Welcome to Milo's Mods, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a T4 built by my friend Rick Vagge out of Colorado. What this is the latest iteration of a talon claw. Yes, I know that this design is about a year or two old, which is fine. I'm a sucker for the classics, as they say. So I asked Rick Vagge to build me a nice talon claw after he built my B variant over here. And he did such a fabulous job. I'm like, well, I wonder if he could do a nice T4. Well, this is what he sent me. It's a fabulous blaster. Now, this blaster, the specs are as follows. It's got K25 spring in it. It's got a 16-inch .509 inner diameter barrel that has been polished and waxed. Okay, so this blaster is extra spicy, as they say. When I ran this blaster on my chronograph, I was getting an average firing velocity of 266 FPS. Yeah, I'm not kidding you, 260. That is insane, especially for a talon claw. Most talon claws only shoot about 225 to 250. Okay, so to get one that shoots higher than that is kind of a rarity. Now, when he sent this blaster to me, he also sent me a couple additional parts too. So this way my son could actually run it. One thing he sent me was an extra orange cap, another orange piece for the front of this TC, and some sights and stuff like that, which are really nice. It's really cool. He actually did a really fabulous job building this blaster. Now, this blaster here, it's a 3D printed blaster, so it is not the best material to make a blaster in. You know, I prefer injection molded stuff myself, but I trust Rick's work, and Rick does do fabulous work. I mean, as you can see, this blaster is pretty much flawless. You know, aside from it being 3D printed, that's my only gripe about this blaster. But then again, he doesn't have an injection molding machine because that would cost thousands and thousands of dollars, which he doesn't have. So this blaster here, because it's a half dart blaster, it will take DZ mags, worker mags, Kodo mags, no problems at all. You know, I'm going to give you a firing demo of this blaster. I've got a couple darts loaded in a worker mag, and I've got a couple shots loaded in a 12-round DZ mag. It's a pump action sprayer, as you can tell. As you can tell, she definitely has some pop to her. Now, here's the DZ mag here, and as you can tell, it fits, it locks in, no problem. Now, the 15-round DZ mags also work as well, too, you know, which is great. I mean, this thing is definitely the truth. It really is a fabulous blaster. Now, this blaster cost me about $200 shipped. Okay, Rick gave me a special deal just because I'm a good friend of his and I've dealt with him in the past, and he knows that every blaster I get from him, I will put up on camera just because I'm definitely a fan of his work. Now, you can get this blaster at Frontline, you can get it at Out of Darts, you can get it at Silver Fox, but those are mass-produced print farms, okay? Such as everybody knows that Out of Darts has like 1,000 printers. Okay, so it's very easy for them to do it. But Out of Darts for a blaster like this would charge about $250 to $300. Yeah. And I'm not a fan of paying the Luke Goodman tax on that, you know. So for $200, I was definitely down for it. You know, this has the hardware kit came from Frontline Foam. The prints that he used, or should I say the files that he used to create the prints himself also came from Frontline Foam too. He also asked me what kind of stock I wanted, and I'm like, well, I don't understand. And he's like, do you want a wire stock like on a U-Claw, or do you want a Skeek stock? Well, this is a Skeek stock, you know, such as the same one that's on an Alchemist, you know, which is really cool. I mean, this blaster really is nice. It definitely is. It shoots like a dream. It feels good, you know. And again, the only gripe that I have, and again, it's not with the maker himself, you know, Rick did a fabulous job building this beast for me. The only problem that I have, again, is 3D printing. Because like if a part of, like if some of this wears out in it, because it's got all 3D printed internals in it. So now let's say part of this breaks or whatever, I'm going to have to contact somebody from the 3D printing community to have them print me a replacement piece. Or I could have Vagge do it, not a big deal. Which I'm sure he would be more than glad to do. But I mean, this blaster shoots really, really nice. I was sitting here I was sitting here testing it out on my target range outside, and I was basically hitting a pie plate at about 80 feet with this scar installed. Now, if you want a blaster like this, there's a couple ways to go about it. One, you can contact Vagge through Facebook, and I'll put his Facebook information in description as well. Or you could print it yourself. Now, me personally, I don't own a printer, so I don't print anything. Okay, if I need 3D printing work done, I'll either contact him or Norman at Secondhand Blasters, aka the Big Blaster Consortium, or I'll go to like Derek's Sons or somebody like that. That's just my personal preference. Now, there are a lot of people in the 3D printing community that will actually print these blasters as well. Now, when you buy a 3D printed blaster like this, because this is like a slug design, or at least it's slug inspired. Okay. Now, when you buy a blaster like this, you have to understand that what it is that you're paying for the hardware, which was like $90, okay, $80, $90 or whatever, shipped. Okay. He's only going to charge you for the cost of filament and electricity and stuff like that to print the parts for the blaster. However, if you want to assemble it, he's going to charge you to assemble it. But when he's assembling it, he's also going to tune it too. This blaster is tuned. It's fully maxed out at 266 FPS. And the numbers that I got were just on normal 1 gram ZWQ darts. These are the darts that I use in 90% of my games. I very rarely use bamboo darts or nitro shot darts or anything like that, But, I mean, for what it is, this blaster is truly fabulous. I mean, you guys should definitely go look him up and check it out and pick one of these guys up yourself. He does accept commissions from time to time, and he is open to accepting commissions right now. So if anybody wants a blaster like this, and keep this in mind, he can print it in whatever color you want. This is just my colors here because our games are very mil-sim, and we play in the woods and stuff like that, and if we're running around with an all-orange blaster or a brightly colored blaster, you're going to be seen a mile away. So in any event, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I'll put a buy link in the description below, or should I say Rick Vagge's Facebook page. And you guys should definitely pick this up. But in any event, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, to subscribe. And until next time, this is Myler's Mods signing off.